All right, let's get that Facebook fired back up. Get my battery charger here for my phone. It's plugged in right here. Let's see if it'll reach. I see it. And it probably will. Probably won't. See if we can sneak in here and snatch it. There we go. We'll put it right behind there. Plug in the phone so it don't go dead. Okay. Back at it. Okay, now got more light on. We can paint it in a lot faster than you can with a pencil. So that's what we'll do. Take our time here. Take your pencil, the Derwent Color Soft, and you go right into it with it, it'll blend right in. I'll show you. What I'm doing is can just blend off with the hair. Put a little bit of the look over here. We'll get underneath here. We can do this with a pencil. When you start with pencil, you have to rough it up a little bit around it all with a pencil, regardless. Now what we're going to do is pitch in with the white and get that sealed out. Remember, that's how you make your skin tones. So we'll go underneath Start with the neck first. Get all that water off that you can. Just rough it in there. Just try to go with the direction that you're going to go anyways. You want it to be a little chalky because when you put the graphite on there, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just like in all my sketches and paintings, I use a little bit of a rough surface to do my tone work, and that's the acrylic white paint. You're not going to hang this, you're going to hang it in a room. You're not going to shine a big light on it because that'll ruin it, like I said. So you just want to give it a little bit of a coat so that the texture comes out with the graphite. You see, you can go right over your pencil lines with the white. Just a little bit, not too much. So you just kind of filter it in real nice. Go over it, get real close to it. Because if you touch that graphite now with the white paint, you're going to get gray. It's going to be that easy. I'm trying to go with the direction that I see Jack's face anyways with the white paint, because that's what I'm going to do with the graphite. Make sure you get it all. It's got this weird smile piece here, so you have to get a lot of that white in there. Some of the brushes came off that one, so we'll have to get another one real quick. See if we can get a medium-sized brush. Everybody has their style. I just stumbled onto this style. I made up. It's my own personal little deal by accident. Like I said, I was trying to repair a sketch one day, and I had to think outside the box of what I could do. I came up with this. Cover it up with some paint real quick. I had someone bump into me at a convention, and of course it wasn't their fault, but I had to think outside the box. Just kind of stuck with me after that. So I coined the phrase acrylite. So it's an acrylite drawing. That's it. Don't try to steal it, because I just said it. Don't leave any lumps in there at all once you start doing this. And seals that paper pretty good too. You know, artist at a show, he was like, man, why do you do that? He says, you're just wasting your time. You're really painting it twice. You just knock your detail out and you know, and sell it. And there was nothing against him, but I looked at his art and I'm like, well, how much are you getting? I'm getting $500 a painting sometimes. I said, what are you getting for here? He goes, oh, $75. I'm like, dude, you're not putting no time into it. And he just sat there in frustration. And this was in Walker Stalker. The guy was at Walker Stalker Con. And he was just being frustrated, like no one was buying his paintings. I'm like, guy, you're not putting much time into them. And he's like, yeah, I am. I said, no, you're not. You're not giving the quality that your customer wants, dude. You're just knocking out what you want. You can't do that. Your customer asks for something, don't be an ass and say, you know, I'm just going to do it my way. This ain't Burger King. So you just can't have it your way, homeboy. He just got frustrated and left on Sunday. I never seen him in the convention scene again. I was like, okay, that's why. You can pop a little bit of white in here to save you time for your final look if you want. To just kind of like add the hair and stuff in there if you want. Just knock it out real quick. There we go. Same thing here. You can just put a little bit into the black right here where he's got his hair and stuff. Just blend it in just to get rid of it. And you can just pop this in here to get rid of the black line. And then final look. You want to brush a little bit of here and there's in there for the hat and stuff if you want. Just to kind of give it more features. And then right here. It's like chalk. You're dealing with a chalkboard. This is how you make a chalkboard actually. You can use this right here and just do your paint. Because you're going to seal it anyways. Okay, now you've got it. Check it with the light source that you've put enough paint on it. You waste more than you use half the damn time. And then we can just let it dry real quick. If you use a lot of paint, you'll realize that that was a mistake. You can take your black around the ears right here if you want. Start on the ear. Set the white down. And then we'll just start blending in here. You just crease it through the hairs that I just made. And then come off the ear right here and come straight down. And then go up around like that. And then build around that line that I made. Now right here is all black, so what you want to do is just come down. It's got little white marks in it right here. You've got your black, and then filter it in a little bit here. It's like a powder look. See, you go right over there at that white now, because that paint's already dried up on that brush. Get it off there real quick. Get the little catchers that are on the top. See, I could actually finish the painting with just this dry chalk of the acrylics. So you can just get in there and start busting it out, but that would be too easy. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take like I said, you could get the gloss paint, and that's fine, but I prefer this right here. We're going to do a Derwent Color Soft pencil on it that matches the the look, because look, see, but it's going to give it a shine. So if you do use the Derwent Color Soft, I recommend you just go like this really lightly over the whole thing. It doesn't take but a couple of seconds, just to kind of blend in the no shine with the shine of the pencil and the acrylic paint, because people will look at it a little differently. It's only the look at a show, or most people when they put it in their house, they've got a dimmer light. I just recommend you just scuff it up a little bit with that pencil over that paint. Like I said, you won't notice it here on the film, but I'm just telling you, you'll notice it in the end. The drawing will look good, but the rest of it won't. Once you put it in the light, you might think, well, hell, I can just do that with the black. No, it would take you hours to draw that shit on there, man, especially with the black. So we're not going to use graphite except for final look. We're going to use pencils. So now, let's start with the eyeballs. Make sure that your paint is dry so you don't mess it up. Okay. Go around the highlights that you made. And just color it in. It's a black and white, but that doesn't mean anything. And then shade a little bit into them areas. Once you get it nice and black, you can see in the drawing it's got the light effect, so you can just shade into it. You can use a small stump to come in there and blend it if you prefer. Go around the whole area like that. Wash it through a little bit. You can take your stump, come off, finish off the entire piece here if you want to. See, I mean, it's already coming to life like this. You just steal off that like that, come off, and you can bang it out. I prefer both ways, but still. Okay, so now you don't have to use a lot of pressure. You've made your one line, so you just want to go in here and filter it in real nice. This is all black anyway, so pop your black in. It goes black underneath the makeup of the eyes. He's over here, it's all black. And he's got his crease right here. See it? And it stops here. And then it comes down like that. That's all black, but a little section right there. So, watch the difference here. Now look, you've got the acrylic paint on there, but watch. See it? It makes the pores. It makes the pores of the skin. That's a lot of people it shows were just tripping out of the pores I was getting in my drawings. They were like, how in the hell do you do that? Okay, well that's the way I do it. And got a line here. Comes up. Like that. And he's got his line that's really tight to his face here. It'll come off it like that. Finish out the eye. Get the eyes right, and usually a person will buy your art. Even if you're a beginner and you're starting out, but you get them eyes the right direction and a nice flow, people will be like, you know, that's when we talk, that's what we're looking at, is the eyes. So, window to the soul. Okay, once again, you're going to pop in your pencil, gray it out a little bit, because you're going to throw some paint in there anyways. And then you can start with the final look of the rounding the eye off if you want. This is all solid black underneath here, right here, and here. Sharpen your Derwent color soft pencil. You can use the ink ones that they've got. There's all kind of brands, but I just prefer color soft. Yes, I don't erase. I don't believe in erasing. I mean, when you first start out, if you erase, that's fine. But I just don't believe in it. I mean, if you have to erase something and you've been drawing for 30 years, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not trying to be a butt, but I just don't erase. It's just not worth it. Take your time, you know, get the design right, draw it out, get your lining right, and just go from there. think Jack was made for this part, to be honest with you. Bang out all the teeth here. You notice this eye, he put up a little bit more with his eyelash. So. This is going to be a gray instead of a black, so I've got my gray out. Gunmetal gray is one I use a lot instead of black. And then you've got your petrol gray. Let's see which one I grabbed here. I think it was the petrol gray. So. Okay, now we'll find that gray. Don't think I've got it out, but I probably have a ton of them sitting there. There's a fine-tuned brush I need. Another black. You probably noticed that I'm never prepared for a sketch anyways. And there it is. First grab into the second drawer. Petrol gray. What we're going to do is we're going to walk it down with the black and then knock it out. Okay, so now just put this out real nice here. Top lip. Going with that gray. Leave a little space right here because it has a highlight. As you can see, you could actually do it this way if you want to give it the texture. But you can do that with paint. Okay, now that you got that, you can start doing a little bit of work bottom neck. The same thing with that texture, especially in a pin, so you can do a pin the same way. But I just prefer these. Now you'll use your stump with the graphite on it to do your shadowing underneath for this right here. See the texture? Just at that flesh look, man. It's just weird how I figured that out. Blend it in with your stuff if you want. Come across here. Okay, now we'll finish out the teeth. It's got that grayish tone to it, so what we do is put this petrol gray in there really lightly. We'll take this light and cut it off completely. That white starts to just kill your face, you know. It just wants to eat your ass up. Now you're going right over that graphite and that mix of paint. It's gonna feel like a weird texture at the same time. You just have to go with it, man. So now what we're going to do is walk up all these lines with a hard line. A little bit. You don't want to kill it too much, because that's where your highlights are going to be. Especially this one here. And now you have your facial. This one has a line that comes from here all the way down here. And you've got this one. And now you have your tone this way. Comes from here. then underneath. Pretty dark right here. And then this crease is in really dark here. Now you can take your piece here, shade it off. It's almost like canvas, you know. You're basically making a canvas look. Alright, that's enough for the day. I'm just showing you some different techniques so you can get different kind of looks of your art.